Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to do a tutorial on how to do the level 200 raid called Laboratory. Or is it Laboratory 2? I'm dumb. Anyways, there's the name. This is the tutorial for it. So I bet a lot of you guys watching this have probably seen my gear guide videos. If you are not level 200 and you need help getting there, I highly recommend you watch my gear/farming guide videos. I have one for 1 to 50, 50 to 100, and 100 to 200. Anyways, with that said, let's get into it. So first off, you might be wondering, well, Shashko, why are you not just making a guide from 200 to 300? The laboratory raid is an actual complicated raid. It's not crazy complicated, but I do feel like it would be a lot more beneficial for me to give a total guide to what to expect from it. So to start off with, you 100% need a team. There is no way you're going to be soloing this at level 200. It is far too difficult due to the first boss. So the very first room, what should you expect in the first room? First room will be full of mobs. What I do for this room is I like to hit every mob once so that they start to chase me in a very tight, compact way. Then I like to use shatter and moon cutters until they die. This is a very effective way to kill them because it's very easy to dodge them and they'll all be clumped up, so every moon cutter hits all of them. I personally think the best default loadout you can do for this will be shatter, moon cutters, and healing. The healing is 100% needed for this. You absolutely need to heal in this, otherwise you will not finish it. However, if your team's communicating and you have roles, a very good rollout, a very good loadout for someone could be the healing, lure jab, and then the shield that makes you invulnerable. If you're running tank setup, that can be a very effective technique, but most of the time you'll just join up with random people and everyone will be basically using their own sets and not communicating. So shatter, moon cutters, and healing is a very safe way to keep yourself alive and dealing a lot of damage. So in the second room, it is the same thing. The mobs are a little bit stronger, but you're doing the same thing. Get all of them to follow you, use moon cutters and shatter to kill them, and make sure you are using the mending sword to heal you. Alright, so this first boss is the hardest fight in the entire dungeon. I don't know why he's so much harder than the final boss, but he really is. So this guy, I hate him. Basically what he does is, instead of being a normal boss and chasing you, he teleports to you and there is no way to avoid his damage. You will get damaged by him. Cannot avoid it. No matter what, you will get hurt by him. You will likely die a couple times in this room. That's why you're not doing it on hardcore at 200. Also, there's no way you're soloing this guy at level 200. I'm just gonna be honest. You just can't. So your team and you are going to take turns taking damage from him. I am showing this example as solo because I am able to solo it, but you should be doing this with a team. So you and your team will be taking turns taking damage, and you're going to be using your mending swords or healing, whatever they're called, as much as you can to make sure you always have enough health to actually take the damage. He's pretty easy besides the fact that you're constantly going to take damage from him. He doesn't have any big attacks. All he has is his teleporting move. So he drops the 2 rings from this raid. They are both very good. One is attacking and one is defense. I'll show them both on the screen right now with their stats. Okay, so next you will have the Poison Master. The Poison Master is the final boss of this raid, and he is not difficult. What I recommend you do is lure him into the room that you fought Vint. What you want to do is lure the Poison Master into the big room that you just killed the first boss in. This gives you a lot more room to run around and makes it a lot easier to kill him. Poison Master is a very easy boss. He just has a lot of health. One thing you gotta do is watch out for when he throws a poison bottle, because it instantly does massive damage and it can instant kill you. Also, another one of his attacks, big purple spots will appear around him, dealing damage to you. These are pretty easy to avoid. He's a very easy boss. You're just gonna run around, use moon cutters, and shatter on him until he dies. He drops both of the raid weapons. I'll show them on screen and their stats. And he also drops the poison aura, which I have not been able to get because it's very rare, but it is probably the best aura in the game. It's an offensive aura. I'll also show it on screen. That is the raid Hopefully you guys found this helpful. The last thing I'm going to mention about the raid is that on hardcore, the final boss drops armor. That's all you really need to know about hardcore besides it being way more difficult. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was somewhat helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, leave comments down below, and have a great rest of your day. Later!